Good evening, everybody. My name is Amanda Shepherd, and welcome to another day of Play Along Practice. I'm going to work on core strength today. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I do have a pair of socks nearby. I might want to use these later in case I start to work with some zombie press variations, maybe. So I'm going to have those. I have a blanket. Might use that. And other than that, that's all the props I'm probably going to use. You might like to have a strap or a block nearby if you like blocks for standing poses. And I'm going to start sitting up nice and tall, sits bones ground, crown of head to sky. You might be able to hear the rain outside. Hopefully it won't interrupt us too much. Nice deep inhale in, exhale through the mouth. One more time. And just drop into your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe as you drop into that breath-centered focus, you can find a sense of equanimity and a sense of ease already. Inviting a gentleness. Your inhale, gently open the eyes, reach the chest forward and to the right, exhale back and to the left. A few times, just warming up the spine a little bit. Go the other way. Right hand behind you, left arm reaches across, find a nice little twist. Look over the right shoulder, go over the left shoulder. Now as I come back through center, I'm going to reach that left arm out to the left, right arm up and over. Nice lateral stretch, lengthen all four sides of the waist evenly if you can, and lean back, or try to square your chest actually. Inhale, lift on up, and just let the left arm meet the right. Turn the palms to the sky. I want you to spread your inner shoulders as wide as they can be. Reach your hands back. And then take the back bend out. Breathe into the back of the body so you're sitting tall. Reaching out of the waist. Nice straight arms. They are very active here. Good. As you exhale, let those hands come forward. I'm just going to adjust myself on my blanket and find a Navasana just to switch the legs. Sitting up nice and tall, hands forward. I'm going to reach the chest forward to the left, exhale back and to the right a few times. And go the other way. Left arm behind me, right arm reaches across. You can sit tall. Go over the left shoulder. Over the right shoulder. I'm going to unwind and reach that right arm out to the right. Absorb the ribs in. I want a nice long torso. Reach that left arm up and over. Try to square the chest. Breathing here. Nice straight arms. Come on back through center. I'm going to let the right hand meet the left and interlace the fingers the odd way. Reach those hands up, breathe into the back of the body. Spread those inner shoulders wide. Get long. Good. As I exhale, take my blanket out. I'm just going to put it to the side so it's available if I want it later. I'm going to come to the mat. Finding Navasana. As I exhale, Ardha Navasana, I'm going to interlace my thumbs Keep the body long and reach those hands up overhead. And then bring my attention to the low ribs. I want to draw them together and back, and then kind of lift your ribs off the waist. So you can feel the back of the ribs getting long on the mat. And then if the top of your hands can touch the floor as you spread your inner shoulders without going into a back bend, great. Otherwise, let your hands come a little higher. Okay. And do whatever makes you happy with your feet, and then find something comfortable. Keep the legs engaged. Breathe into those back ribs. And as you exhale, let those hands come forward. Lift the legs, lift up, Navasana bow pose. Breathing here. Interlace your thumbs the other way. And as you exhale, reach back. Draw those ribs into the earth. Get long, scoop that belly in, really engaged. Let your arms work here. As I exhale, I'll find my Navasana, lifting up, maybe a different variation. Try not to round the low back. Get tall. Get long. Right? And then as I exhale, I'm going to reach it out. Just bend the knees and just start to find some twists. Exhaling to the side, inhaling through center. Try to keep the knees even. That's really nitpicky. I'm going to straighten the legs. I'm going to turn my toes. So my fingers in. Keep the shoulder blades down. That's the key. Coming back through center. Turn your toes the other way. Inhaling through center. Nice and strong. The feet come wide. Maybe find a toe lock. That's interesting. Otherwise, you can just grab your legs somewhere. Lift up, Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. This is a wide angle variation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Draw that low back in and up. Lift your chest. Good. And as you exhale, keep your toe lock on your right foot. Reach that left leg long. Sitting up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, just see if you can step the right foot over the left. Finding Ardha Matsyendrasana, any variation. Go over the left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder, actually. Look over the left shoulder. Little counter stretch. Toe lock both legs. A couple more times. Inhale, lifting. You bring the big toes to touch. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Try not to use too much momentum. Just let the breath be easy so you don't go too far. Keep the left leg, let the right leg go. And just step it across for a twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, any variation. Try not to round the shoulders. You can look, I'm not really twisting here. I want to lift up and keep that twist by bringing the left ribs towards, right ribs towards that left inner knee. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Little counter stretch. Take your hands behind you this time. Just bring the feet to the floor. Ardha Purva Tonasana. Root your feet down, lengthen the tailbone. And then instead of just cranking, dropping the neck back, I like to look down the tip of the nose, draw my chin in, and reach the top of the head back. As I exhale, bring those hips straight back behind me. And come forward for all fours. Cat-cow if you want it. You don't necessarily need it. I'm going to come through center. I'm going to tuck my toes. Just reach the heels back for a plank pose. Keep that belly lifting in and up. Suck your belly in. Glide the right heel back. Come onto your left fingertips. Reach that left hand forward. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, I'm going to take it down to the floor. Reach that right arm out to the right. I'm switching to mirroring now. And let that go for a little bit. Let that left foot come behind you. Exhale through center. Left arm reaches out. Bring that right foot behind you. It's one of my favorite shoulder stretches. And then reach forward. Reach your hands all the way forward like you're karate chopping the earth. Arms are shoulder distance. Tops of the feet on the floor. They can be touching or hip distance. Hip distance is probably more comfortable. Bring your forehead down. You're going to reach your tailbone towards your heels and suck your belly in and up. Make space between your belly button and your clothes. This is for your core. You should feel your low belly working. And you're going to glide your hands back in. Find a Sphinx pose. Keep the belly lifting. Just pull back with your forearms and widen across the collarbone. Tuck your toes. Right toes first. You're going to reach that heel back. Then the left. Knees are lifted. The only thing you're going to add is your belly. Breathing here. Forearm plank. As you exhale, bring the shins down, hands underneath. And then you're going to tuck the toes, reach the heels back, finding your plank pose. Hover that left leg, right fingertips to floor, reach that right arm forward. Breathing here. As you exhale, come all the way down. Make a pillow with your forehead for your hands. I'm going to lengthen your tailbone a lot. And then just let the feet hover. You're going to bring your feet mat distance and then hip distance. Inhale, mat distance. Exhale, hip. One more time. Keep the feet. Reach the hands forward. Shalambhasana, strengthening the back body. Interlace the fingers behind you. Chest expansion, arms. Switch the clasp. Hands by your low ribs, tops of the feet on the floor, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lying back, pedaling out the feet, doing whatever you need to do. Turn the right toes out, lift the right leg behind you, turn the toes out. You're going to bend your knee a couple hip circles. Open that leg out to the side, check out your toes. Make sure you can see them. Reach that heel away. As you exhale, you're going to lift the left heel, draw that right knee to your chest and step that foot up. Come on to your fingertips. Let the left knee come down, reach the toes away. Wiggle around, do what feels right, and then take your hands to that right thigh, breathe into the back of the body. I'm just going to light up the psoas on that left side. Left arm reaches up, find the wrist, nice lateral stretch. As you exhale, come back through center, and just open the heart. Keep grounding down through the right big toe mound. And then just let your fingers come to the floor. Not going to be your biggest back bend. And just draw back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Keep the front of the body long. Fingertips on the floor. Try to keep the chest reaching towards the top edge of your mat or over your toes as you plug that right leg bone into the socket and maybe lift the toes. Good. Reach that leg back. Plant the right arm, plant the right toes. Actually, plant both arms. Reach the left leg back. Find your nice, strong union of opposites plank. As you exhale, take it through a vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Reach the left leg back, turn your toes up, bend the knee, couple hip circles each direction. Go the other way, open that leg out to the side, look over and under, see your toes. Inhale, extend the leg, exhale. Knee to chest, step the foot next to your thumb. Come onto your fingertips, bring that right knee down, reach those toes away. Take your hands to the thigh, breathe into the back of the body. Right arm reaches up, find the wrist with the left hand. Absorb those ribs in. As you exhale back through center, scoop your belly. Just open the heart just a little bit. Fingertips to floor, and as you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. So hip is right over the knee. Fingertips are right under the shoulder. You can have your palm flat if you want. But if you do that and you round the shoulders, not really it. You want to keep that front of the body long. Plug your left leg bone into the socket and maybe lift the toes. And then reach it back. I'm going to bring the left foot down, let the right leg lift. Reach that left arm forward. Find that nice asymmetric plank. Exhale through vinyasa. Palms, make sure the fingers are wide, thumb just a check mark, lots of energy underneath the index and thumb, and like push the floor down. See if you get that hollowness under the arm. Wrap your triceps and feel that hollowness under your armpit. Energetically draw your forearms towards each other, reach your biceps away from each other, and let your triceps reach the back of the room. Now reach the right leg back, come onto the ball of the left foot and just step your right foot up any amount. Keep the legs straight. Reach your left leg back. I want you to push the floor away with your hands, push down. Plug your right leg bone into the socket. And just see what happens. Try to keep those arms nice and straight. As you bring your toes towards the front of the mat, maybe even find some time in the air. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms out to the side. Do some wrist circles, Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Find your Tadasana. Lift your hip points up, lengthen your tailbone. With your inhale, lift the heels. Interlace the thumbs. Keep breathing into the back of the body. Let your inner shoulders open. As you exhale, wrist circles as you fold in. Try to keep the heels lifted. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then push those hands into the floor. Get the heels of the hands down. Keep your arms straight. So light. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Breathing here. Reach the left leg back. Onto the ball of your right foot. You're going to keep your left leg straight. Step it up. Reach the right leg behind you. Plug this leg bone into the socket. Bring the toes towards your wrists. Arms nice and straight. Do your best. Arms straight's the hardest part, I think. Bring it to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms. Do your wrist circles. All the way up. Maybe float the heels. Exhale, Samasthihi. Find your Tadasana. Breathing here. Inhale, lift on up, float the heels. Keep reaching, maybe interlace your thumbs, breathe into the back ribs. The back of your neck long, and as you exhale, hinge forward. And all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Fingers and toes in the same line. Those heels stay hovering. Float it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Breathing here. Bring those big toes to touch. You're going to lift your heels as you look between your hands. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Get the body empty of breath. And see if you can get the idea of plugging both legs into the socket together as you bring the feet forward. Inhale, lengthen. Try to get the hips over the shoulder. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms out. Do your wrist circles. Forward Vastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Bring the left arm under the right, Gardasana arms. And inhale here, as you exhale, find a twist. Unwind the arms and lean back with your right shoulder blade a lot. See if you can really not go into a forward fold. So try to extend spine. Exhale, unwind, plant your palms. Nice deep inhale, straighten the spine. I'm going to step the right foot back and let that left leg lift. If you want to press up from the top of the mat, feel free. And keep pressing into my hands. Maybe come onto the ball of the right foot and just keep plugging that right leg bone in. See if I can find my lift. Breathing here. Push the floor away with your hands. Maybe drop your gaze. Flex your feet. And then as you exhale, nice and light, little pike, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Turn those left toes out. You're going to step the right foot up. Inhale, and Virabhadrasana 1. Square the left hip and chest. Set your pose up. Take your hands to clasp behind you for a little chest expansion. But rather than worrying about humble warrior, you just want to come forward 45 degrees. Engage the core. Get nice and even so that the waist is the same amount of buoyancy all the way around. Float it forward, Virabhadrasana 3. Good. As I exhale, I'm going to come all the way up to stand. And draw that left knee up. And take a nice deep inhale here. And as I exhale, I find Gardasana, left arm under the right. Inhale here. As I exhale, just take a couple crunches. Bringing that elbow to the knee. Maybe 3, maybe 5. Exhaling to go in. Inhaling to extend. Good, inhale up. As I exhale, I'm going to take that twist to the outside, to the left. Good, with my inhale, just going to unwind. You can find toe lock or use a strap. Open up, go over that right shoulder. And I'm going to let go of the leg. I'm going to keep that leg extended. Keep reaching it around. And bring my hands to the floor. I might open that hip out to the side. I'm going to hop back with my couches here. And push my feet into the floor. Keep reaching into the hands and just see if I can lift up. Puppy press is super hard for me. I always end up hopping into it, but maybe you can just press. Then I'm going to try and reach that right leg out to the side. A little bit. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Reach those arms out and up. Do some wrist circles. Exhale, Samastiti. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Bring the left arm under the right. Nope, sorry, right arm under the left. Take a nice deep inhale here, and as I exhale, I'm going to twist and unwind. Open the chest. Tendency is to kind of go down. I want to lean back. So maybe you can see that. Reach that left shoulder blade back. Try to reach your sternum away from the pubic bone. Exhale. Going to unwind. Now I like to step the left foot back and let the right leg lift. Bring the weight into the hands. Come onto the tippy toe of that left foot. And just see, and keep pushing the floor away. And lift it on up. Breathing here. Flex the feet. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. Find your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Now turn the left toes out and step that right foot up. No. Now turn the right toes out and step that left foot up. Inhaling. Oh, don't listen to me. Virabhadrasana 1. Breathing here. Take the hands to clasp behind the other index finger on top so it feels funny. I'm just going to find my chest expansion. And rather than humble warrior, I'm just going to come forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Breathing here. Ground down through the left big toe mound and outer heel. Then come up to stand, draw that right knee in, and reach that leg across. Garbhadasana, right arm under the left. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, just find a little bit of core work. Bring those elbows over the knee. Take 3 more. Exhale, draws you in. Inhale, lift, and then just take it to a twist. Last one. Coming up to stand. I'm going to unwind. Extend that right leg, maybe a toe lock. You can use a strap if you want. Turn the toes out. For B, Utthita Padangusthasana B. And then keep the leg extending out to the side. I'm going to let go and just reach it back and bend that right leg. I'm a little too close to the couch for comfort, so I'm going to hop back a little bit. I want to keep that right leg lifting up. Come onto the ball of the left foot and just see if you can keep pushing, pushing, pushing. I always end up hopping. And reach. Oh, try to keep your arms straight. Reaching that left leg out to the side. Feel stable, you can extend both legs and come on down. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Coming all the way up, Urdhva-sthasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Shaking out your wrists, breathing here. Let's just give yourself some shoulder circles. So we're going to work with handstands and maybe forearms, I don't know. But in headstands today, and the shoulders work differently in those poses. I want you to shrug your shoulders and drop them down. One more time. So in your headstands, shoulders go down. In your handstands, they just go wide. All right? So let's reach the right arm out, sneak that arm up the body, left arm reaches up, pat yourself in the back. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, sink into those hips, bend the knees. Engage the core here. Nice deep inhale as you exhale, twist and snuggle that elbow outside the knee. Maybe bring the left arm down, maybe reach that right arm to the sky. Keep leaning back. And as you exhale, unwind, folding in. Stepping back, push the floor away. Plug the right leg bone into the socket. Straighten your arms. It's a lot more work. You don't. And then take it through a vinyasa. If your hand starts to lift, try to plug it down. You're going to turn the left toes out, step that right foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Chest expansion, arms. Exhale, 45 degrees, and float into your Virabhadrasana 3. And then from here, draw the knee in, extend it out. Exhale, bring the knee in, extend it out. 3, 2, 1. Standing split. Toppling tree, if you prefer to call it that. And as you exhale, Garudasana. Left arm under the right. Good. Coming out. And reach those arms out to the side. Turn the left thumb down, sneak that arm behind the shoulder blades. Reach that right arm up, pat yourself in the back. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Sink the hips, get nice and low. Now here as you exhale, twist. Maybe bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Lift up, lean back. Breathing here. Exhale, unwind. Set yourself up for your way. If you like to press, go ahead and press. Plug that left leg bone into the socket. Just nice pickup. Try to keep your arms straight and push the floor away. Breathe into your back ribs so you take the back bend out. Chaturanga Dandasana, inhale, up dog. Exhale down, turn the right toes out, step that left foot up. Inhaling. Hands to clasp behind you. Chest expansion, arms. And then as you exhale, just come on forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, draw that right knee into your chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, extend. 3 more. I think this is the last one. And maybe fold over that leg. And come on up to stand. You're going to draw that knee in for Garudasana. Right arm under the left. Lifting it up. As you exhale, unwind. Shake it out a little bit. Just take a moment in your Tadasana. Breathing here. Reach your arms out to the side. Right arm sneaks behind the shoulder blades. Left arm reaches up. Keep the back of the body long. You can use your hands between the shoulder blades or against your ribs to feel how long they can get. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. And as you exhale, just twist, drawing across. You're going to unwind the arms eventually. Left arm down, right arm up. Keep leaning back. Get those hips low. Then as you exhale, unwind. Set yourself up for your inversion. You need to think of the idea when you lift the leg up, that thigh is going to move towards your chest. Keep your arms straight. Virabhadrasana. Trying to make it a little lighter than that. Inhale, plunge your back bend. Turn the left toes out, step that right foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Chest expansion arms. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Breathing here. Just see if you can reach that leg out to the side and hold it for 5 breaths. Exhale, fold in. Maybe jump the foot back. You're too close to furniture. Bend that knee, push into the hands. Just see if you can keep pushing so much that you can find that lift. I usually don't. And instead of forcing it, I'm just going to step the foot up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold. If you find the lift, hold it for 5 breaths and then bring your feet down. Utkatasana, Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Breathing here. Now reach the arms out to the side. Turn the left thumb down. Sneak that arm between the shoulder blades. Roll the shoulder. Right arm up and over. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale. Sink. Get low, get low. Inhale here as you exhale, twist. You're going to unwind the arms eventually. And bring that hand across. Keep leaning back as you extend that left arm. Breathing here. Exhale, unwind. Step the left foot back, or however you want to do it. And find your lift. Your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Right toes turn out, step that left foot up. Inhaling. Chest expansion, arms. And then just come forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Turn your right toes out, reach that leg out to the side. See how long you can hold it there. 5 breaths. Exhale, let those hands come down. Bend that right knee, come onto the ball of the left foot, and just see if you can press in so much you can keep lifting and just lift on up. I'm not going to force it. I'm going to draw that knee in and step it up. But if you get it, fantastic. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana, Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Just take a moment in your Tadasana. With your inhale, sink the hips as you bend the knees. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Just going to take yourself through your vinyasa of your choice. We'll meet in down dog. And turn the left toes out, step the right foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Just breathing here nice and easy. And reach out to Utthita Trikonasana. Keep reaching out with that right arm and let that left arm float overhead. So you can get all 4 sides of the waist nice and long. Lean back. Make sure you're not hyperextending that knee. Maybe imagine you're stepping on something very light underneath your right heel. Good. Inhale here. As you exhale, come all the way up. Turn the toes in. And let's take Prasarabdha Uttanasana C. So chest expansion, arms. Exhale, folding on in. Top of the head to the floor if you can. And reach those pinkies overhead. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, let your hands come down. You're going to straighten the arms. You can keep your arms like this. Maybe you like to take the tops of your hands to the floor. Bring the top of the head down. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. And finding an inversion of your choice. Just lift up. Draw the shoulders away from your ears a lot. And then as you exhale, flex the feet. See if you can bring the feet towards the floor. Don't let them touch. Inhale, lift. You're plugging the leg bones into the socket. Drawing the thighs towards your chest. Shoulders keep moving away from the ears. Last time. Inhale, lift. Let the legs come wide. And as you exhale, bring those feet down, coming up. Let's take a twist. Bring the right hand underneath your nose. Breathing here. Maybe find a half bind. And as you exhale, reach across. Right hand to the left ankle, calf or thigh. Shake your head, yes or no. And just take it to the other side. Keep leaning back. Good. Exhale back through center. Walking around to the right foot. You're going to plant your palms. Flex your right toes. Plug that leg bone into the socket. Keep the leg straight as you step it back. Maybe bring the forearms down if that's interesting. And if you like to come up, go ahead. Plug that left leg bone into the socket. Lifting up nice and light. Those of you who have a natural split, you can just come onto the tippy toe and plug it in nice and light. I like to kick. Or hop, actually, not kick. Hop. Reach the heels away, straighten out. The spine. Exhale, come on down. Child's pose. Left arm on top of the right. Palm on top of the top of the hand. Wrap the triceps down, push the floor away and pull back. Take that to the other side. And come on out. And a puppy pose. Hips right over the knees. Walk your hands out. Forehead down. Wrap your triceps. Tip the nose, maybe. Chest and chin. Then root your forearms into the earth. You're going to scoop your belly. Just come forward to a Sphinx pose. Roll your inner thighs up. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Breathing here. Plant your palms. I want you to push down with your hands and think of the idea as you pull back. Elbows straight back, lengthen the front of the body. Reach back with your hands. And then take your hands by your low ribs. Cobra up dog. Exhale down dog. Breathing here. Turn the right toes out, step the left foot up. Inhale in Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale in Virabhadrasana 2. Drop the shoulders, plug the arm bones. Root into that right foot, straighten the left, and just reach that left arm out and let that right arm reach overhead. You want to get all four sides of the waist long. Left ribs moving towards the right a little bit. Belly lifting in and up. Breathing here. Keep the legs straight, ground down evenly through your feet. Come on up. And then turn those toes in. Chest expansion, arms opposite index finger on top. Lengthen your tailbone. Prasarna Padottanasana C. Exhale, folding in. Maybe top of the head comes down. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Reach your pinkies overhead. Don't force it. You can always use blocks underneath your hands if you need to, or just not come down that far. But you want straight legs here. All right, if this is you, let your hands come undone. You can bring your back of the hands or your palms down, or set your arms up for tripod. Draw the shoulders away from your ears a lot, very actively. Come on, shoulders away from the ears. Come on to the ball of the foot and just let those feet float. Coming on up into your headstand. Shoulders away from the ears a lot. Breathing here. Maybe flex the feet. Plug the leg bones into the socket. As you exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Keep your hands down, shoulders away from the ears. Last time. Inhale, lift. Let the legs come wide. Nice and light. Hinge at the hips. Use your core. Bring your feet down. Nice deep inhale here. Left hand underneath your nose. Take your right hand to your low back. Open up, find your twist. Maybe half bind. Reach across. Bring some weight towards the ball of your foot. Keep leaning back. And if you want, you can thread that right arm under the left. Underneath your left arm, see the sky. Come on back through center. I'm going to take it the other way. I'm going to reach that right hand across. Lean back, lean back. And then bring that left arm underneath the right. Find that thigh. And maybe look underneath your right arm. Exhale, come on back through center. Walk it around to that left foot. Walk your hands back. Flex your left foot. You're going to plug that left leg into the socket. You can stay here. You can bring the forearms down. If you'd like to come up into your forearms down, that's fine. Roll your inner wrist towards the floor. Keep pushing down with your arms. And nice and light. Lifting on up. Flex those feet. Reach the tailbone towards your heels. Breathe in here. Exhale, come on down. Maybe take a child's pose for a moment. Bring the hips right over the knees. I'm going to walk the hands out for praying puppy. Bringing the elbows to the floor, palms together. Drop the chest. Pull back with your forearms. And scoop your belly in a lot. Exhale, and we'll let the hands come wide. Keep the forearms down. Make sure your arms are shoulder distance. Scoop your belly in. Imagine you're pushing down and pulling back your arms, coming through to Sphinx pose. Nice and easy. Push down with your palms, lift the elbows, lengthen the front of the body. Imagine you're pulling. Bring yourself forward. And then once again, find that Sphinx pose. You're going to bring your left arm out of diagonal. Take your right hand next to your hip and just open the quadriceps. Bring the heel towards the outer hip. Any hand variation you like. Wrapping that chest forward. Okay, we're just going to take that to the other side. Breathing here. Exhale, come on down. Take your hands by your low ribs. Cobra up, dog. Exhale, down, dog. Keep your head, yes and no. Walk your feet in, lift the heels up between your hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Nice and light. Just see if you can bring your feet through. So I'm going to pull the knees to the chest and then try to reach the feet through the arms. Maybe find Navasana, lifting up any variation. Keep that low back nice and long. Alright. So, I think I'm going to turn my mat around. I'm going to play with something called zombie press. Hopefully it will work. I have enough room in my living room. Let's see. I have to excuse my couch. I'm washing the couch covers today, the cushion covers. I've got some socks here. I'm a little sweaty, so I don't know how well my outfit's gonna slide. I might need to use a blanket, but put my socks on. Tuck these into my socks. Don't usually use socks in your practice, but today, special. Okay, I'm gonna breathe here. I've played with this in a long time. I'm going to lay down on the floor. You remember this from before. This time my palms are down. Arms are shoulder distance. I'm going to wrap my triceps down. Forearms towards each other. Biceps moving away from each other. It's another way to say external rotation. Any further back. And keep your belly lifting in and up. Push down with the hands and pull back. Arms up a little further. Okay. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. And just sort of refine that. Breathing here. So you can see why we did the sit-ups, right? I'm going to bring the toes down, push into the floor. Slide it all the way back out. Try not to slam your face into the floor. So I'm taking this to a headstand. So I'm going to draw the shoulders away from my ears a lot. If you want to take this to a handstand, you're going to keep the inner shoulders going away from each other. I'm not going to demo that today. Reach the elbows straight back, lift on up, shoulders away from the ears. And if you like, you can kick your butt with your heels, draw your knees in, bring the shins to the upper arms. Right, just push down with your hands. Bakasana. Exhale. Tripod. Inhale here. Exhale. Top of the toes come down. I'm going to reach it all the way back up. Push it back out. Keep that belly lifting in and up. Tailbone's nice and long. Try one more time before I get too tired. Coming up. You can go anywhere you want to from here. If you want, you can twist, right? You can take Bakasana. Maybe fit the leg through. Astabhakrasana. We did some twists. Bring it back. You can use your feet to cheat. Lifting up. Exhale. Toes down. Drop back. Now I have to do one more because I did that Astabhakrasana, kind of regretting that. Lifting up. And that twist. Bring the knees in. Normally I wouldn't use the foot to cheat, but I'm getting a little tired. And then back. One more? Maybe. Yeah, let's just go to up dog. And then exhale, I'm just going to come on down. Pull my inner thighs back, take the tops of the hands to the floor, and I might bend my ankles and see if I can kick the foot into the hands for Dhanurasana, bow pose. Keep lifting up. Keep kicking those foot into the hands. Good, exhale. Come on out. Maybe take a child's pose or a vinyasa, whatever you like to do. I'm going to rearrange my mat. Breathing here. Take my socks off. I've done this with a blanket before, and it's actually a little easier to glide across the floor. But I didn't do that today. If you did a bow pose and you're resting, pick one side of your face to bring to the floor. Then come back through center. Maybe find a Sphinx pose one more time, lifting the belly. Maybe lift your elbows. We're going to keep this nice length in the front of the body. Just bring the low ribs down as you reach back. Maybe find ankles. If you can find both ankles at the same time, good for you. Do that. Lifting up. on out. Bring the other side of your face to the floor. Let yourself rest for a minute. Maybe one last one. You can take this one to Parasvatanurasana if you want. Bending the knees. Kicking those feet into the hands. Lifting up. And then I'm going to lead with the left leg and just roll on to that right inner shoulder. Draw the toes towards the top of your head. Breathing here. As you exhale, come back through center. Kick the feet into the hands and just take it to the other side. Leading with the right leg, toes towards the top of your head. Try to keep your grip on your right ankle. And then exhale, come back through center. Lift on up for another 3 to 5 breaths. If you have any hand variations you like to play with, go ahead. Exhale, come on out. Just let yourself rest. Lock yourself in. Reach that left arm out to the left, and as you exhale, thread the needle. Twist, going to feel really nice after that. Leaning back. Any variations you like, feel free to take them. A lot of times I don't even like variations in this pose. I just like to keep it simple. Take it to the other side. And back. You took variations on side one. Feel free to take them on side two. Lock your hands in. Take your palms down, push your hands into the floor. Just reach those feet through. And I'm going to sit in a comfortable seat. I'm going to do a seated nauli today. If you prefer to sit on your shins, maybe with a block under your sits bones, do that. Sitting up nice and tall. You're not going to really be able to see it because I like to wear garbage bags when I'm at home. I love these things. They're so comfortable. I love them. So I'm going to take a couple preparatory breaths, nice, sweet, easy ujjayi. And then maybe on my third exhale, I'm going to hold the breath out and really pull my belly in and up like a churning action. And I want to find my throat lock in my chin, so I'm going to draw the chin in. You need to breathe. Release and breathe. I guess technically this isn't nauli. Technically it's a full Uddiyana Bandha because you can't really add the hips in. You can switch the cross of your feet though. Round 2. Next breath, hold the breath out, draw your chin in and up, lift from the perineal floor. When you need to breathe, please do. Release. Couple recovery breaths, deep inhales and exhales, finding that equanimity. Some moment to find some stillness in your practice. You're welcome to stay in this seated meditation for as long as you like. Those of you who might want a more traditional shavasana, feel free to adjust yourself into that. And if you have any movement that you want to do before the end of your practice, feel free to do that. Whatever you're doing, if you hear any noises, just let them move through. Anything that's outside of you doesn't need to interrupt your internal equanimity. You are in your breath cycle, begin to bring some awareness back to the breath if you're ready for that. If you're not, stay in your meditation or your resting, your shavasana. Draw a nice deep inhale in, exhale through the mouth. Maybe start to move the fingers and toes or reach out through the arms and legs any way that feels good. If you are laying down and like to roll onto a side of the body, feel free to do that for a breath or two. And when you're ready, in your own time, make your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe inviting yourself to remain with a sense of stillness. And as you give yourself some gratitude for taking time on your mat today, also take a moment to reflect And in this time of staying in and staying at home, while it can feel isolating, your choice to stay inside today may have kept a stranger healthy and kept you healthy. When you draw into your breath, maybe you can really feel what a gift your choice to stay at home is. Helping our friends and friends we haven't met yet keep safe. Keep breathing, keep moving. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste, everybody. I bow to you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, and perfect peace. Thank you for taking time to practice with me today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.